46 days into the blueprints. We are now, I believe, more than halfway past the day of room 46, than actually trying to get to the room. It has been such an amazing time playing this game. Going through, learning the puzzles, learning the background lore, unlocking things, growing more and more each time. It has been truly an honor to play through this game, and I wish the best of luck for this developer for whatever games they make. We still have a long way to go to get through this game. I want to show you guys something real quick, if you'll have me. This here is my checkpoint, my personal to-do list that I want to do through this game before we stop playing it. This is a lot. We currently have 4 of the 8 red letters that we need to find. 3 out of the 4 permanent additions for the outside, and we only have 2 sigils. On top of that, we have the letter puzzle, all the keys for the basement, the different sigils, the reservoir puzzle that's down there, the laboratory puzzle that we keep missing, the red letters in all the different safes, the different names of the different statues, the art room puzzle with the different ones that are in there, reach 8th grade with all the classrooms, and we still have to get all the rooms. That doesn't even include the trophy room over here and getting all the trophies. Then there are the hidden pieces of lore we have yet to find. This game has a lot, and at this point I recommend everybody to at least play this game once because of how much fun it is. Today though, we're going to try to mark off some more, try to get some more hits, and try to continue on into the game to see what we can unlock. Last episode we pseudo brute forced one of the safes open, and we've been growing each time. You know what? I'm wasting my steps, I know, but I want to grab my allowance before we go down there, because we never know what kind of stuff we can get down here. I do thank you all for the continued support, for those who have been watching this series with me, who have been trying to solve the puzzles, and those who have been leaving comments in the comment section, giving me hints and playing through it as well. Alright. The hovel. Special floor plans now cost steps instead of diamonds. The tool shed for 2 special items, or the trading post with items for trade. All 3 of these are good choices. We haven't done the hovel in a long time because it really hurt us in the long run. The tool shed gives us 2 items. It could be hit or miss. And then there is a puzzle in the trading post we haven't solved yet. I think we're going to take the trading post. Okay. So of course we can come over here and we can make trades when we start getting some items. And there is a stick of dynamite. It's too dangerous for it to pick up, but maybe we can light it if we get the candle thing. I'm learning to look around everywhere because you never know what kind of buttons or clips or clues we can find. There's a dig spot when we get a shovel. Still haven't been able to climb any ladders yet. I don't know if that's actually a function in the game or if it's just something that I'm trying to do. But I think at this point we can head on side and see what kind of stuff we can get. Okay, can't interact with any of those things sticking out. But let's go ahead and get started. You already wasted some of our steps going back and forth. That's one thing that I've also learned, is you need to be decisive in the directions you go. We of course filled the grounds up. We can always drain it if we want to, but one of the puzzles we need to get is the reservoir puzzle. Okay. Parlor, den, or workshop. Because we are going for an item run, I think we'll take the workshop to start. One of the things we need to get is the hammer, battery, and broken switch. This usually gives us either the switch or the battery. Indoor nursery, guest bedroom, or spare room. So the guest bedroom, I regret upgrading it the way we did. Unfortunately, it hasn't paid off and all that stuff, so I kind of wish I did something else for that. The spare bedroom, I'm certain there's a puzzle in here. There has to be something. And the indoor nursery. Well, considering that last episode we were hurting on diamonds, I think I might want to go for this one today. If we can get green rooms, we can keep coming back here, keep getting some more diamonds. So we got to make certain we keep our steps up high. Of course, here is the released copy of the Red Prince. I'll flip through it. You guys can pause if you feel like reading it. I'm not going to narrate it again. But we know that there is an original copy somewhere that didn't get released. I would love to find that and get it. Additionally, the bookstore has a tendency to sell books, but we've never been able to buy any because of the price tag for everything. So one of the things we need to start doing is start saving up more money, more resources, more diamonds. And I think we do that by getting more allowance as well. Like I said, feel free to pause the video, go back if you guys want to read this. We've read it a few times, narrated it a few times at this point. Essentially, it goes on about the two brothers. One red, one blue. The red is the king, while the blue feels like it should be the rightful king. And then, of course, the letters. I'm guessing pine and pin. So this room would be letter E. Alright, and then now we need like a hallway or something up here. Multi-split room. Alright, hallway, chapel, or pool hall. Fortunately, none of these go in the direction that I wanted to on the east side. So we are going to have to loop back around. However, I don't want the chapel because we need to build up our coins. So we can either choose the hallway or the pool hall. Pool hall gives us access to the Great Hall, foyer, and secret passage. All three rooms are pretty good. It also gives us some keys. The hallway will give us a northern room, which will make it easier for us to loop to the east side. I think we'll take the hallway. I know we have a tendency to do hallway runs and whatnot, but they've always been helpful for getting us to room 46. But from now, we're going to go to the west side. There's the broken lever. So we did solve this puzzle by finding out the bold ones told us to read the first words. We were able to find the stones outside by the trees by our campsite, and we were able to dig up a room out of that. This, of course, is referencing the other room, the parlor. Alright, pantry, hallway closet, or locksmith. It has keys for sale. Sometimes it has the secret garden key in there. Kind of want to get that, but this gives us another dead end. We would have to rely on the hallway, or we can do the pantry and get 4 coins. I think we'll do that one for now. An extra 3 steps, that's good. Okay, this will be, I'm pretty sure it's desert and dessert, which will make this room S. Alright, West Wing Hall, boudoir, or commissary? Commissary's always been useful. It usually gets us the shovel that we need because we always have a tendency to dig things up. But the direction that it's going in, I'm not too happy with. We don't want to loop back just yet. Boudoir has a safe in it. We unlocked the safe, got one of the red letters out of it, and every time we go in there now we can get a gem at least. But I think we'll take the West Wing Hall for the northern upwards. This of course has the letter about the passing of Lydia Clara Epstein. She passed away on June 15th, 1983. I think it's supposed to be plan and plane. I'm pretty sure this gives E. It just gives us the answer. Alright, breakfast nook, spare room, or corridor. Get a key and some more steps. Further north guaranteed unlocked. We'll take the corridor. We did get the items out of the gift shop. I don't know what the spawn rate for that is just yet. Except for the blue tents, which we can't get yet. Alright. Hallway closet, hallway, or garage. Garage does give the 3 keys. That would be fantastic. But it'll give us a dead-end room. Unless we can get the one room that opens it up. I'm drawing a blank on all the names of the rooms today. However, hallway allows us to continue north, or the hallway closet. It is connected to a hallway, so we get 3 items out of it. We are doing an item run today, but I don't want to be blocked in just yet. So I think we're going to take the hallway here, and then we're going to go back to the entrance hall and try for that way real quick. See, right now we only have the broken lever. We haven't gotten any green rooms yet. So let's go ahead and go north and try to get to the east. Okay, breakfast nook. Great hall, we have no keys yet, although that would have been great to get. Or security. Security, of course, shows us the items that are around in the house, connects to the lab. Do we use our last diamond for the security? Get the Great Hall, try to get some keys, or go to the east, get a key and some steps. This is always the hardest decision in this point of game, because we want to go north and we want to get into the foundation. Great Hall is the only one that offers that, but we don't have the keys to get through the Great Hall at the moment. I think we'll take security. We can always loop up and around. Okay. I'm just inspecting the monitors because I feel like they should be telling us something. Alright, nothing floating around the house at the moment. So let's double back, go through the hallway below us, try to connect those west pieces together and see if we can get some diamonds or keys before we go east. Alright, hallway. Den drafting studio. I wish we had the diamonds for the drafting studio. That would have been amazing. I think we'll take the den to get the 1 diamond. It'll connect to the West Wing Hall. Sometimes there's a chest in here, but it's locked right now. Maybe we will go ahead and see if we can get that. Just one store for the keys. The locksmith. Alright. Storeroom, parlor, dark room. Storeroom gives another dead end, but I'm okay with that because of the hallway that's up there. Parlor gives us 2 diamonds if we solve the puzzle, and continues northwards. Or dark room, which we don't want because of the darkness, but it also gives a complete dead end. So I think we'll take the storeroom. The extra coin, the extra key, and the 2 diamonds. We did upgrade this room to get us the 2 diamonds. And then, of course, we have the tie. Okay. TIE is this one. So my guess is this is probably tier then. TIER. If that's what this is supposed to be. Because honestly, I don't know what this is. But if it is, that means this room is letter R. Now we can go through security. We now have 3 diamonds, a key. Excuse me. Okay. Great Hall. 7 locked keys. Dark room or weight room. Do not want the weight room. Don't want to lose half of our stuff. Dark room sucks, but it is manageable. And then the Great Hall, but we only have 1 key. Because we can go another route over, I'm going to do the Great Hall because I know one of those 6 rooms has a lever for the antechamber. We'll just have to come back here and get all the keys. I'm going to stick with the one that's directly across because this guarantees at least the entryway. Okay. Hallway, parlor, or observatory. Observatory, last time that we used it, gave us the sale and the commissary and the things for sale, and gave us additional red rooms, which hurt our run. So obviously we won't be getting that today, but I think I want the hallway because we can duck downwards and fill in the corners. Okay, Mountain Holly, Peas, Pod, Peak and Pod, that's 2 letters. I don't know, I think some of these are getting a little hard. I gotta pretty much pull out a thesaurus or something maybe to figure some of these out. Okay, hallway closet. If we do it, we could get 3 items. Guest bedroom or the breakfast nook. I was kind of hoping for one to get us into that corner down there, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. I'm not too worried about the breakfast nook. We can always go to the Great Hall when we get more keys. So I think we'll take the hallway closet, see what the 3 items we can get out of it. Alright, the metal detector. Ivory dice. I'm going to get 1 of them, so ivory die, and a silver key. Leads to a room with many doors. And then cart and car, so this is the letter T. We'll go on back and we'll try to go upwards. We do not have the secret garden key, which only works on this side. But we do want to connect to the foundation. We now have no keys. Well, we have one key because we have the silver key. One ivory die. Alright, parlor, chapel, or commissary. I'm not happy with any of these, but I don't want to use the redraw just yet. If we do the chapel, we bite the bullet and lose the coin, connect back to the Great Hall, and potentially connect to the Foundation. Commissary, we can see what items are for sale. We are trying to go for an item one. We are trying to get the torch. So we need a magnifying glass still. We got the metal detector. Parlor for 2 gems. Or a redraw. I think we'll bite the bullet, get the chapel, try to get into the Foundation. I got a metal detector. Good, we got some coins back. I think we might start taking the blessing for this room, where we get 30 coins instead of losing a coin the first time we get this. That would require us to go back down into that one room and changing our blessing from the ambition of the pawn to one of the others. So if we get enough steps, maybe we'll go down and do that today too. Alright, breakfast nook loops back around. Guest bedroom or hallway. I want to keep the dice just in case when we get to the bottom side of the Foundation. Hallway will connect us to the Great Hall. That way we don't have to keep going back into the chapel. So I think we'll take that one. Alright, so I'm thinking this is probably fire and fir. F-I-R, if it's a type of tree. Which would make this room an E. And then connect it to the Great Hall. Alright, let's see if we can get into the Foundation now. Bedroom, parlor, observatory. Bedroom gets us right into there. Alright. Greetings from Reddington. There's an apple for us. Okay. Stage and sage. I believe we figured this one out. So this would be the letter T. Okay. So let's go into the Foundation now. We do not need the basement key to get into the basement. So I think we're going to do that first. We need the pump room, I think, to get to that secret hallway passage that's down here. Let's see, if this is tier, T-I-E-R, tiger, T-I-G-E-R, so this room would be G. So we need to figure out what the name of these statues are. And then back along that back wall over there, we need the broken lever, hammer, and battery combo. We need to solve this reservoir boat. And then there has to be a way to either get up there or down there, because one of these switches does lift this upwards. Yeah, it's this room down here has this same red box in the pump room, which makes me believe that's how you unlock it. And then we were able to figure out the puzzles for the first two sigils. We gotta get the next couple. There is a note in the room 46. I thought I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah. Second Loctite in the vault of the bank we got. Third is high up among all the clocks. Fourth down below beneath all the docks. Fifth held by a king on his throne. 6 in a station left by one of your own. Just notice that these kind of look like rooms too. I wonder if these are secret passages to get down there. Alright. 7th is a major if you draft it quite late. That's probably the music room if we draft it later in the game. Last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. So we got the one locked in the bank. That was the second one that we got. Third is probably in the clock tower. Fourth is probably in the reservoir. Fifth, I'm thinking, is probably a throne room we haven't unlocked yet. Maybe. 6th is in a station left by one of your own. I'm not certain on. 7th is major if you draft it quite late. That's probably the music room, because you get one major key, one minor key. Last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. I'm not entirely certain what that one means. Okay. So now we got the room 46 revealed. We just got to get into the antechamber. We haven't gotten a shovel yet. We do have the metal detector. So let's go north. Yeah. Use one of our special keys. We need to get some more keys. Okay. Gymnasium, weight room, pool. Still don't want to use the weight room. Gymnasium, that kind of sucks, but it is counteractable. But I think we're going to take the pool so we can get the pump room. See if we can figure out the reservoir puzzle today. Oh yeah, we did drain the pool. There's 2 chests down there, but we have no keys or hammer at the moment. Okay. Earth, painting, globe, plaint and pain, plain. There's too many different letters. I somehow fell off. Okay. C. Guest bedroom, pool hall, drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. We could do a redraw. Gives keys. I'm not too worried about the downward, the southern point, because we still have the access to the foundation and the chapel. But I think we'll take the drawing room. This is one of the rooms where we solved one of the safes. I'll let you guys pause this and read it again. I'm not going to narrate it again. Okay. Everybody assumed that Herbert disowned his daughter for being treacherous against the town, when in reality, he helped her escape. Okay. Bunk room, sauna, commissary. We do have a decent amount of coins now, so let's go ahead and do the commissary. Going to need some more gems. Still can't play this yet. Maybe we could buy it in the later update. Alright, coast and coat, so S. Let's see, gem, salt shaker, shovel, and key. I do like taking the shovel because of the different things that we get around. We do need some keys. Salt checker gives us a +1 whenever we eat, and the gems are nice as well. Buy the shovel. I'll buy a gem. I'll buy a key. Hopefully I don't regret that and need all these coins later. Well, I'm glad I got a key. Alright, let's go back through the foundation. Get a couple of dead-end rooms there. And go to the pool and continue on from that way. We do need some more food. Alright. Music room, if drafted late, can get us one of the keys. I don't think rank 5 is what they mean. I think probably rank 8. So let's go ahead and get the breakfast nook then. Get the key, some bacon and eggs, and we can loop around. Okay. Sometimes there's coins or something on the floor. The metal detector would tell me. Compass versus shovel. We got this before. That might solve a puzzle for something. Safe deposit box. We need 3 diamonds to get the safe. So only 2 dig spots down here? That's unusually small. Alright. Let's go up to the pool now. Continue over. We now have 2 keys. I want to get the hammer. Commissary didn't sell a hammer. Here's one of our keys. Alright, library, office, or foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. That would unlock all the doors in the Great Hall, which would be nice. Gives us a western room. Office, opportunity to spread coins. Would get us a decent amount of coins for everything, which would also be nice. Or the library, get less common floors will draft in the library. Chance of getting the bookstore and additional lore we're hunting for. All of these are really hard. Good at this, we can double back to the Great Hall. Make another dead-end room. Get some items or whatever is hidden in those different rooms. It would also unlock any hallways that we come across. We haven't gotten any stores yet besides the commissary. Still haven't figured out the puzzle for the two there. Let's do the foyer. Before we go in here, though, let's double back. Great Hall, Chapel. Get some dead-end rooms before we continue on. You won't have to worry about keys for hallways. Alright, so that pays our gems back. Let's see, clock and lock. So this is room C. That goes to the south. Dead end room. It's a gem, and there's the key for the antechamber. So now we can get into the antechamber. This will probably be another dead end room. Okay. So let's go ahead and put a dead end room now down here at the end of the Great Hall. Weight room, observatory, or secret passage. I don't like any of these. So I think we'll do a redraw and hope that we don't need the dice later. Weight room automatically does it, even if I don't go in there. And I don't want to waste the gems for the observatory and secret passage. There you go. Guest bedroom, spare room, sauna. Let's do the sauna. That'll certainly help us out with tomorrow, and sometimes there's gems in here. Can't get up on anything. I don't see any paintings in here either. Okay. Wonder, can we close the door behind us? No? Okay. Well, it's the extra 20 steps for tomorrow, at least. And then let's see. Do we want to go up through the hallway way? On the west side? We can put a couple dead-end rooms up there, and we still have the access to the foyer and the commissary. But we don't have any keys, so we got to be careful. We have one key. Need to try to get something to eat. We're hurting on steps. Maybe we can get lucky and get the dining room. Well, there's the lab. And there's the pump room. The lab we need to connect to a power source. Power source only works from the pump, not the pump room, the other room. The pump room control water flow through the estate. We need to be able to figure out the drainage to the reservoir. We have to be able to get the water to the third pump. I think we're going to do the study, because this is a dead-end room. All these would be dead-end rooms, but this one's intentionally a dead-end room. There's a couple of ivory dice. We're still working on this. We solved this safe last time. There's a key. I'll let you guys read this letter. Feel free to pause and take the time to read it yourself. We just got this last episode. We got the closed exhibit. So I realized it was a Reddit post that told me about the dates. I do apologize about that. That wasn't a puzzle that we solved. Coat and cot. This would be letter A. So this is now a dead-end room. We can go up from this hallway. Okay. Guest bedroom, spare room, locker room. Spread keys throughout the house. I think we're going to take that because we want to find the key card. That'll leave us another open spot, but we're not trying to fill the room this time, the floor plan. We do have the diamonds for it. Don't want the guest bedroom, that'll lock us. Spare bedroom or locker room. We'll take the locker room. We know there's a decent amount of coins in here. Spread keys. Alright. Tube and tub. So the letter E. I don't want to waste the two keys we do have. Alright. Spare room, boudoir, furnace. We have the capabilities of redrawing. Spare room will give us the northern way that we need to go. Boudoir will loop us back into the foyer. Furnace is a dead end. Or we can do a redraw and hope for a multi-room to connect the foyer and a northern room. I want to save the dice for now. Especially when we get up to the antechamber. We got to get in from the right-hand side. There's a coin on the floor there. So we are now rank 6, and nothing seems to be unlocked from the spare room. Maybe if we put this up at like rank 8 or something. Guest bedroom. Walk-in closet. Veranda. Does the veranda seem to be facing the wrong way? Maybe it flips around when we do it. Or we can do the redraw. We have the capabilities of doing it with the diamond and the thing. Veranda gives us a green room. Greater chance of finding green rooms. That would be nice. Would get us some more diamonds down in the indoor nursery, which would mean that it would pay for itself if we can get back down there. But we are hurting for steps right now. It might give us some more dig spots. Do not want the two dead-end rooms because we're this close to the antechamber. But we do have capabilities of doing redraws. I think we're going to take the veranda. We need to get to the right side the east side of the antechamber. We typically don't see too much from the west side of the house, outside. Alright, there's a chest. We can use our last key for it. Sometimes there's keys in there. Really wish I had the hammer. We do have the trading post outside. We can make our way all the way out to the trading post. We could probably trade something for a hammer. Because we have 2 in the pool and now 1 in the veranda. I think we're going to push on just for a little bit. Alright, parlor for diamonds. Coat check or observatory. We have 3 gems left. I think we'll take the observatory. And we reached rank 8. Alright, armory. We already got the chapel. Draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting in the 4 corners of the house. Each time you draft a room outside the west ring, your house lose 5 steps and gain a key. I think we'll stick with getting the armory like we have been doing. We can get the torch from there. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers. That gives us diamonds. And a key. Okay. We are now getting close to the observatory. Or to the antechamber. Right now, only one way is going through, so I think we're going to loop around again. We're going to come up from the commissary and try to get there. I think that'll be easier route than trying to come all the way across and up. Right, I am glad we have the observatory here if we do need to. It looks like we can take it all the way back down, go into the workshop, and then if we want, entrance hall for the trading post and the indoor nursery before trying to come back up. Wish we had the running shoes. Those would help too. We still have the metal detector, so if any of these rooms got a key spread into it, it would help. Now, I don't want to mix any of that stuff together because I want the metal detector for if we can get the magnifying glass. Oh, the key's up there. That's useful. Alright, let's go out to the trading post. Yeah, we should be able to make it back in. I don't think we're going to make it to room 46 today. I think we're going to end up running out of steps faster than I would like. Broken lever for a salt shaker, metal detector for a silver key, shovel for a compass, vault key for a key card. We're going to take that. Alright. Turn up. Oh. Okay. Let's see how far way back in we can get. I haven't found much food along the way, which has hurt a lot. Next one we know though will have an extra 20 steps thanks to the sauna. There's a key. I wish we had gotten a freezer. Be nice to start over with the keys and the diamonds. That's how we got the antechamber open. I was really hoping that we would have got some sort of food. It'd been nice if we drafted the kitchen. It looks like we're ending in the drawing room. Alright. I thank you all for the continuous support of this series. The comments and the hints you guys have been giving me has been invaluable. We weren't able to make it into room 46 today. It was kind of disappointing, but it was bound to happen. It was my own fault going back and forth today. But we got some pieces of information. We got some set up for tomorrow, for the next time we play. The Temple Villa. Alright. I shall see you all in the next episode. God bless.